All right, guys, welcome back to the channel, and yeah, we will be talking about Nightmare difficulty, Zone of Change. I think playing the first two kind of like spoiled me a little bit, and I was like, man, is this like even going to get to a point of like really being difficult? And honestly, it kind of had me like hitting my head against the wall. You know, when I actually had time today to actually sit down and take a look at it and try to beat it or whatever. I feel like I tried a couple of teams. I was thinking that Earth would have done well against this, but that was definitely not the case. So starting out, I definitely want to talk about some of the things that I feel like you might need. I could be mistaken, but in all honesty, it kind of helped me out a little bit. I did this on auto as well, so I didn't have to actually like sit here and play it or anything. So I felt like that, definitely is like a bonus or whatever. Starting out, I kind of feel like I could be wrong, but for me personally, that having a mono lightning team is probably like preferable, just because there's going to be like a decent amount of water units, and throughout the entire duration of the fight, when you start going through these different waves, lightning doesn't have like an innate weakness to anything. There's going to be like ice units with Jaden, the newer Jaden or whatever, and his little buddies or whatever. Lightning units, as far as I think two of the missile dudes are lightning, two of them are water. Then there's that pot thing, Glaciella lightning, water, and yeah, the lightning Ibarra. I couldn't remember her name. I was about to call her lightning mage, but yeah, they don't have a weakness to anything, so I do feel like this is probably the way you want to go. Something else to keep in mind, you might need a damage limit up card. This one's universal. I'm not getting, the rest of the buffs from this, but the Beast Killer wouldn't help. Dark attack up is whatever, but this might help. This might help you just, deal more damage and outright, I don't know. Nonetheless, we're using Glassy Sword. I have her TMR turned off. I think everybody else's is on, and not full 140s, but I mean pretty much a 140 team, I would have to say. I don't know if it would be like absolutely necessary, but I do feel like the more damage you're able to squeeze out, the better off you're probably gonna be. In all honesty, it wasn't, now that I think back, it wasn't a full auto clear, because there were some times where I would want just because like she can like tank damage to a degree, but there were some times where I felt like I wanted to use Stormbrand, and she would probably go in for like Bolting Slice or something, and yeah, I needed that heal. I needed to make sure she stayed alive, that being one of the missions or whatever. It definitely was kind of rough to get her to prioritize that, especially if you don't have her courage on. You're kind of playing a high risk at that point. But yeah, this is pretty much my setup. If you wanted to look at my units just to get the general gist of like their agility, how much attack I have, AoE, unit attack resist, like this kind of stuff doesn't really matter to me, so I never really think to like look at it. I just honestly feel like if I give you like the outright formula, you see my cards, you see my units, you see their level, you pretty much, I feel like you see everything that you would need to see. But yeah, just so you get the gist of it. Now, I'm not going to promise this is going to be a clear. I just kind of want to talk through what it is that I did to pretty much get through this. So once again, I have to say, leave a like, subscribe, support the channel any way you possibly can. And here we go. Like I said, I'm not going to go like crazy to try and clear this. I might try to manual in places where I possibly can, but we'll see. Now, outright placement is also going to be a really, really important thing. Whatever she does is not that important. All right, so kill him. She's going to hit Glassy. But the main thing here is definitely going to be who is here. And I found out, because I had Squall here for a cool minute, because he, was able to one-shot this dude pretty easily. But I moved Charlotte there, and mainly because of her move, she's able to, just definitely one-shot him a lot easier than I thought she was going to be able to. and I'll just show you why. So we'll go in, she attacks, he attacks her, gets the chain effect up. Now, Charlotte will go to you, attack him. Now, Abara is immensely difficult to get to. Like, that was probably like I think the bigger issue of what I was having, because what you want to do after these guys attack, because you definitely have to kill her. The map effect on this, why I'm able to deal so much damage, is the Man-Eater, Water Attack Eater, the Elemental Chain Resist that they have and stuff like that. It's like, it definitely sucks. All attack resistance is -80. So within the first map effect, it's immensely important to just get rid of this girl like ASAP, as soon as possible. But with that, you also kind of want to kill all the ads as well as Abara. Like, the sooner you can do that, the better off you're going to be. But once again, like I said, you can see she's got the 4 move. You probably could put, what's her face here? Esther. I think that would work too. But you have to kill them. You have to kill these two. Now, I still have 5 more turns of the first map effect. And that's another thing. I forgot which card it is that I'm using, but it's giving me water resistance, so I'm not really taking that much damage. Bow, able to kill, you know, some of these really important units off rip. I think Charlotte may be able to go over here and finish Glassy off. No, she can't. Okay, that's not good. Okay, it didn't necessarily work out the same way. Ooh, gosh, it definitely didn't, because the only unit that got put to sleep last time around was Esther. Okay, so we're already kind of like, it's not looking as good. I'm not gonna lie. But nonetheless, like I said, you definitely want to try and get as much done within that first map change. I'm just gonna auto it out. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. I don't really plan on manualing it. But, yeah, you want to kill them a lot sooner than what I was able to. Like, pretty much. I'm not entirely 100% sure why it didn't work out this time. Because I was able to, honestly, I think before killing Amnelis, I killed Perrine first. And then got everybody else, like, low. After that, Amnelis died, and then she was taken out. Because during the, I think it is this one. Let me see. Whenever the map movement's like really crazy. Okay, yeah. You definitely want to be able to get to all of these dudes during the third map effect. The second one is more so for like AP restoration and stuff, but the third one is going to be immensely important to have all these water units dead so that you can get to these archers. But obviously the bigger deal is that you definitely want to try and get to the pot, that being one of the missions that you need to clear. And I just feel like having a tank is just really important, like outright. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Just so these dudes have somewhere to like target. Yeah, because this definitely is not going how I initially had it. And they can also inflict disable, and I feel like it's not as big of a deal if that goes off on like your tank, as long as they have the hate. I'm also using, as you know, from what you saw in the first screen before I started this, I'm using ooh, gosh, I don't even remember what the hell it is. The Death Machine, I think, for the missile resist. Just so I'm not taking, I'm not going to kill the pot, but yeah. Like I said, lightning, I was able to get lightning and Squall to move up. Actually, Charlotte was up here as well. She's the one who killed those two. I was able to have Squall kill the back archers, and lightning dealt with the other dude. Now, the pot. But yeah, this is where I started using Stormbrand, because I was just like, she was not going into it, and I didn't have her courage up. So I knew that was going to be an issue. And she wants to go into Saintly Healing beforehand, which I definitely don't like. That's definitely something you don't want to do. But yeah, Saintly Healing not as big of a hill as I remember. But something that's really good about it is that it doesn't go off of a I don't think your healing power up like would you know, have any effect on this or anything. So I can just go into Storm Brand and it just gives me like a solid, okay, yes it does. But it was giving me 2k or something around that. But we may not even be able to clear this. Okay. But I think initially when it got to this section, I was really focusing on Jaden just because he was the one who was dealing more damage. I was able to, I think, have Esther move this way, kill the initial ad that was here, and then while everybody else was like kind of up there, I just surrounded no, I did kill this guy too, with Squall. And then after that, use Squall to use the chain effect skill and really just like, I think I went into his limit break first before I went into the chain effect, just to get rid of that barrier. Definitely want to do that as soon as possible. And like I said, just really did a good job of surrounding them. I think Charlotte, even though she didn't move up there, how she, you know, how I really would have preferred she did, was in this area whenever these three spawned. She definitely had more health, but I had her go into hate here, and then I moved her over here. Like I said, she had more health, was just, like I said, pretty much just trying to outright use her as a tank to keep her away from, keep everybody else away from the other three. They started targeting. You're going to get a grace period with this guy because he's going to go into his Courage first. And, yeah, he's going to be immensely easy to deal with. Not as much, but like I said, they... especially these two have really good AoE, so like just having your tank somewhere over here is like a better situation. So once I was able to chew these two down, like I said, he's easy to one shot. And I feel like also having like a Lightning Esper would definitely make this a lot easier. That's something that I guess why I didn't do as much damage or kill them as soon as I did, because I definitely went into that, I think around the time when Perrine, Amulet, and everybody else was still alive back there. But yeah, was able to kill these two, and once it came down to just this guy, honestly, I was using, because I'm using her as her sub-job Thief, I was just stealing time. I was able to inflict slow onto him with lightning, with I think Scourge or something like that. So he was already slowed down, and at that point, like I said, still time, just made him, like, pretty much just took him out of the game, and just chipped away at everybody else, and then slowly started chipping away at him. Kept her, you know, somewhat far away, but it really didn't matter because he, you know, being slowed just kind of just took him out of the fight, combined with stealing time, really kept him out of the fight. And I don't even think he got like one attack in, so it really didn't even matter. But yeah, getting slow on this guy is definitely like the most important key when you get down to this spot. All four of your units are obviously still alive, because I think that's the only thing you can really do to him. But it's immensely effective, and it is a must, like an absolute must, that you do that. Now, like I said, I don't think I'm clearing this. Squall should be accurate enough to kill Water Boy. There you go. But yeah, no, it's not happening. Not at this point. Squall's not tanky enough to really survive this. Okay, that's fine. Nonetheless, like I said, I really just kind of wanted to talk through it. Give you guys, like I said, the gist of when I was using things. Like I said, as far as the Lightning Esper, you have an option to, you know, get this card and the Esper. I think like the Scorpion Sentinel or... yeah. So that's an option for sure. So none of these are limited beyond these two. This one, I'm not going to say like you absolutely need it. The missile resist is kind of just like nice. But you can use, like I said, different tank espers aside from this one. I mean, if you have that, you can use it because you're not really... I mean, you're kind of relying on her for like attack to a degree. This is probably a better choice. You also have this one. And that may be it. I think there's another one, but I think this one has defense on it as well. Don't quote me on that, but definitely something you want to try and do. Like I said, I used this. Honestly, I think I used this before Perrine died. So while all three of them were still up, as soon as you have the option to use an Esper, go for it. Just be cautious, like playing on auto, because they will use a different Esper and kind of mess your stuff up. Like, you can always go for this, but I feel like over like non-elemental Espers like Bahamut, or you know, this one, Dark Bahamut, I believe, and Dark Odin as well, you definitely want this just for that lightning imperil that's going to inflict on everybody, and just, you know, outright gives your team an advantage. If you can slow down I forgot what the hell his name is, Axe Boy Vega, you don't have to worry as much about the lightning buff that they're going to be getting from it as well, because you can just, like I said, really just deal with Renan pretty easily. And like I said, if you can just inflict slow through some means, it's really, really, really going to help you out. Like, I cannot, like, you know, say that enough. You need to inflict slow. And in that Perrine, Amnelis, Miranda situation, if you're not able to kill Miranda immediately, obviously she's gonna have the courage as well. Just make sure she's hitting one person with that sleep, or one person with confusion. Like, you do not want that to hit more than one person. I feel like that's gonna be pretty important. So just try to play around it. Like I said, Esther is somebody else who can use hate, so you can take that route. Maybe use Taunting Blade just to make them target her, and just keep everybody else like somewhere else, honestly. In the same situation, you can swap these two around, which I might, just to do one more run, just because she has that movement as well. But yeah, it's immensely important. I'm actually kind of curious, like, if they'll be able to clear it, just because Charlotte can inflict a lightning imperil. So one more time for the one time. I'm just curious, is she gonna go up there? Okay, awesome. That works. Okay, here comes a lightning imperil. Really important. She'll sit still. And just be careful not to use all your scourges. Like, that's also going to be pretty important. Because, yeah, she will just outright go into that. So she was able to deal with both those units on the side. So that's probably what you would prefer. Okay, here I would probably, like I said, you definitely don't want to use all those scourges. That is like worst case scenario. Now I still have 5 more turns of the first map effect. I could outright kill her. I think she already has courage up though. Yes, she does. Glassy's gonna get another turn. So maybe going after them like this would be preferred, just to get that damage up. Okay, now there's the slow, but she should have enough aggro. There it is. That, you know, this, I mean, not the slow, but the sleep to get that off. Okay, fuck, I forgot. Yeah, you don't want to use Scourge. Okay, in this situation, I don't think I can use that, which is probably why I didn't have her over there. Just go into AP Restore. We really, really, really need to kill you. Oh god. Well, there went that. Okay, actually that kind of works out. No AP though. And I only have one more turn of the map effect. Spark Strike. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, as long as she's dead within the first turn. Okay, now here we're going to start getting some AP. There's the tail laser. Almost forgot about that. Probably would want her to go back into her hate, because Miranda does crap like this. Just gotta really be careful about that shit. But yeah, they're just wasting all of their AP on her. Okay, there's our courage gone. You gone. And why it's really important to get that lightning Esper effect up. You really need that. Okay, here comes the lightning imperil into Spark Strike. Awesome. She's dead. Everybody can start making their way up toward the archers. Okay, there's courage. Like I said, I really kind of wish I got the first clear up. It would have been a lot easier to follow because, yeah, this is just all over the place. But nonetheless, hopefully it works out the same way. Lightning should be able to reach the pot. No, she can't. That sucks. Maybe Esther can? No, she can't. Are you going away this time? Okay, yeah, that sucked. You definitely want... I don't know if she could have reached her, reached the pot or whatever, but yeah, you definitely want that. You actually need that. But like I said, it's really difficult to say play this on auto just because that lightning effect is now gone, which really sucks. But this is looking like a better clear for sure. I don't think lightning can reach. Okay, she can. Now, what's going to be important in this kind of situation, even though I wasn't able to kill the pot, you would probably want to go into hate, in all honesty. Like, lightning strike would be kind of tantalizing, but I feel like you want to go into hate and start moving, like, not too far away, but far enough to where he's not hitting everyone else. And then just have them just work on him. Okay, hopefully you don't die. Okay, you're dead. That sucks. I probably would have wanted her to go into that hate and glorious armor a little bit sooner. She would still be alive. Okay, like in this situation, I think Esper can inflict slow. I'm not 100% sure. But like I said, yeah, she's going to want to use Bolting Slice like crazy. And that's definitely not what you want to do. Bolting Impact, which is pretty important. Surging Storm, not so much. Like I said, Storm Brand, really important to just use on that guy. There's your slow. Once again, Squall should be able to deal with dodgy. Ooh, no, he can't. That's scary. And with this, I'm also losing my CT down ability, so that also kind of sucks. Ooh, that really fucking hurt. Okay, and my courage procced as well. But at this, like I said, I would still have the lightning effect up if Squall's dumbass didn't fucking go into Odin. Like, it'd be, you know, closing into not being up anymore, but at the same time. Stormbrand again. Unless I'm out. Yeah, I'm out, so it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Charlotte already died, so it really didn't matter as much. Ooh, yeah, you need to kill Waterboy ASAP. That's crazy. I was not having as much difficulty with this, but I think it's safe to say that you guys get the gist of it. Very specific. Like I said, how I was even able to deal with these guys outright. I think I'm gonna be able to get a crystal or something. Nah, that's not happening. And I think him lowering my accuracy also kind of messed me over. But I think you get the gist of it. Like I said, there's just certain areas you're going to have to figure out when you need to go into Glorious Armor. Or just have a character that can heal. Outright, I do feel like you can get away with using Bruisers. You just have to have somebody who has really good movement in that first slot. And maybe have like some kind of a healer. But also keep in mind of your turns. Make sure you're able to get to that pot. And honestly, like I said, don't like waste time, like too much time. Like that's why like getting that lightning Esper off. Maybe you're using a mage like Summer Helena, or honestly, you're just better off using somebody who has instant cast. Like, in all honesty, Skahal, you know, has his limit break. Maybe you're using the Halloween card or something like that, but you really don't want to be wasting a lot of time with attacks that need casting time, because yeah, that's not, you know, really going to be helping all too much. But what else do I want to say? Yeah, having, like I said, 2 lightning espers would probably be preferred. It really just depends on, like I said, what your setup is and how, I guess, like maybe you have a Master Coral or something like that. That could also be immensely useful. But hopefully, like I said, this helps you get like an idea of how to beat it. And maybe nobody's struggling with it. Maybe it was just me, and yeah, I don't know. But, you know, having the time to actually sit down and dabble with it, I think the more you, like I said, you know, you actually like are able to take something back and learn from it, the better off you're going to be. You know, Lightning being the squishier character, I gave her the Blood Sword just to make sure she doesn't die. She does have her barrier. Everybody else is like pretty much a, you know, tank or bruiser, so I don't have to worry about them as much. He has a means of healing himself. She has Stormbrand. Like I said, him using breathing technique. She has regen, so I don't need a healer with this. If I were to manual this crap, I'm sure I could beat it, but like I said, I think this video already like went on longer than I would have liked it to. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope to catch you in the next one. Take it easy.